Watch out.
Why, yeah. This is what they do. This is what professionals do.
Because we're filming?
Yeah, because it's how you sync up lights with sound. Like that. That is a meek clap.
It was quite meek, wasn't it?
From someone who's got like man hands.
I haven't. I've got small hands. They're bigger than yours.
Bigger than mine.
Yeah, bigger than yours. Podcast gold.
Set myself up for that.
Right, well, I'm going to ask you how you've been, even though I've been sitting opposite you for about an hour. I've been fucking around trying to get this right. But you all right?
You've made an assumption that you've asked me already, and you haven't.
Did I not ask you? No,
no.
The minute you walked in, I ripped the piss out of your camouflage teenagers' tracksuit bottoms that you got on. They ain't going to see them, are they? The camo.
I'm actually, how am I? Going to have a whinge.
Go on, what's wrong?
I'm going to take these camo tracksuit bottoms back to the supplier.
Perishing round the crutch because of your constant erections.
No, look. Look at my crutch. Oh, you can't.
Look at that. You said that a few times, didn't you?
Yeah. Can you see that? There you go, look. Look, it's gone white there.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that? That's a bit weird. The first chance we've had.
Brilliant. I love the fact that this is the first time that we're actually videoing.
It's tearing around my crotch.
Right, brilliant. Amazing. And that's certainly nothing to do with your minuscule,
you walked into that, mate. So literally the first thing I've done as soon as we filmed is
show everybody your cock bulge. Brilliant. Okay. If you're listening to this on audio, I wouldn't bother going on to YouTube to look at that. It's just Chrissy's camouflage crotch.
Sweet.
Okay, so
I'm well.
Right. Okay.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm actually. I've been looking forward to this one.
So have I.
Well, I look forward to them all because
it's fun.
It's fun, isn't it? It's our little hobby now, isn't it? But we're. It's been quite a busy week, haven't we? We've been approached by other podcasts this week to go and guest on theirs, which is lovely. We've had. What else have we done? Oh, we've announced. Well, we haven't announced, but I suppose we can announce now. And by the time this comes out, it will probably be out there on the social media. But
in the ether.
We're going to do a live show, aren't we? The Hoxton Bar and Grill in Hoxton Square, that is, isn't it?
10th of August.
10th of August. It's a Thursday night. And, yeah, we're not sure how it's going to go. We're going to put a couple of desks on the stage and drink a shitload. You lovely people can get involved and come up and ask us top fives and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm sure we'll have some...
We'll iron out the format.
Yeah.
Because, it will be predominantly, obviously, top fives. And how we do that, maybe we'll have a few pre-planned. Maybe we'll have a little box at the front that people can submit in and then come up on stage.
Oh, you don't actually want to interact with any of them?
No, I'd rather there was some sort of perspex screen as well.
Right. Sorry, Mariah. I didn't realise that you've been podcasting for 6 weeks. And I
don't want people spitting on me.
Yeah.
What was your mate?
Craig, you wanker.
Was your mate, Cunt in the Gang? Didn't he have didn't he do, what was that song he did about Amy, after Amy snuffed
Amy,
it?
what a shamey. Yeah.
Amy, what a shamey. And then some lad showed up at his gig with a super soaker full of piss, didn't they?
His own piss, that he'd been storing in tubes in his fridge and documenting it on a blog. Today I filled up, I think one blog entry was today I filled up my fridge with test tubes of my acrid piss to release into cunt's eyes. It was the ramblings of a fucking psychopath. It was really scary and quite horrible. And but I've been all right. I've been all right. Thank you for asking, Christopher.
That's all right, mate.
Yeah, we're last time we done one of these listeners, Pip come over. Pip's jetted off to LA today, hasn't he? He's such a fucking big deal, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only told me that 12 times so far today.
Yeah.
I think he texted me at 6 a.m. just to let me know.
Yeah.
Guess where I'm going today? Don't know, mate. Where are you off to? LA. to hang out with all his LA mates. Although I think, I don't know if he's let this on, but he said that the UFC's on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So when he lands, he's not telling anyone in LA that he's in LA until Monday because he wants to just watch UFC and get Pizza Hut because he loves the Pizza Hut starter, the garlic ball nuts. So that's I love him for that. The fact he gets there and he's like, no. First things first, UFC, Pizza Hut starter.
God,
amazing. Yeah.
Weird, so weird.
So we're gonna do a listener top 5 as well.
Someone
for
has
this
actually
one.
suggested top 5 weird things about Pip that makes logical sense. But yeah, let's not go there. It'd be
can
numbers
always
on
do
his
that.
socks.
I don't know how many. Just quickly on that, since we are doing a listener top 5. Just off the top of your head, what ones would you have?
What about Pip? The fact that he always wears socks with odd numbers on, but them numbers always add up to 4 or 6, 5. Yeah, it was really weird because we was out, wasn't we? We was going to...
I can't remember where we were going.
We was in Soho. What was we doing in Soho?
We was recording a podcast.
The drunk cast with Ramesh. Yeah. And I remember we was queuing up to buy some ice for Ramesh's bottle of Kraken. He didn't really need that chilled. He polished it off in about 40 minutes.
There's no chance of that warming up.
Yeah, and I thought it was quite... Yeah, we was queuing up and he went... He said something about socks and you went, yeah, remember when you was a fucking dickhead and you used to wear like socks that added up to 5? And he just lifted his jeans up and he had...
A 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
On his socks. Yeah,
so fucking
unbelievable.
odd. Yeah.
So then I would say his 2 watch thing.
Yeah, weird. And
his argument for that, which has been raging for probably 18 years between us, is that, well, you don't have... How many earrings do you wear? 2. How many gloves do you wear? 2. How many watches do you wear? 2. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. He's like, well, you have 2. How many shoes do you wear? 2. How many socks? 2. 2 watches then. And I'm like, no, because you need all of those things. Like, you can't go out with one shoe, but to tell the time...
You just need one.
You need one. However, we've been talking about this for 18 years. The other day when I was with him, one of them... The fucking battery had died. So actually, he's right in a way. Yeah. Because, if one dies, you've always got the second one. So it's only taken 18 years for that strange fashion choice.
Speaking of cunt and a gang, we've grown up together and known each other as long as you've probably known Pip. He
probably longer because when did you meet him?
Cunt on my first night at Cub Scouts when I was 5. And,
did you really?
Yeah.
That's definitely longer than I've known Pip then.
So yeah,
that's 50 years.
That's
sorry.
No, but he used when we used to get in his car. He was one of them people that was really stingy with the heaters.
Right.
And I hate that. Like if you're cold in the car, put the heaters on. And he was like, no. And I was like, why? He went, well, it burns petrol. And I was like, that's bullshit. And he went, no, it's not. And I went, it is. And we'd had this ongoing argument for years that, if the heating's up full, it burns the petrol. And I think about 2 birthdays ago, he got me a birthday card, and in it was pages that he'd taken out of some kind of car manual that actually clarified that, it does.
A lot? Because I always...
not a lot.
Because I always thought that when you had it hot, like this isn't a recent thought of mine, but when you had it hot, it was diverting heat off the engine.
Yeah, that is the case, I believe.
Oh, okay. And when it's cold, it's sort of like sucking it in from outside.
Didn't you? When your car's overheating, you whack up all your heaters and that, didn't you? 'Cause I thought it detracted heat from the engine. Fuck me, this is boring.
Okay, take care, guys.
That was possibly the shittest intro to our first ever.
What do you want to do? I was actually thinking of showing up in a dressing gown.
All right.
Yeah, just say this is how we normally dress.
Yeah, my kids don't need to see that. Right.
They've seen it, mate. Can we just thank? So we're having it filmed.
Yes.
Can we just thank Brad?
Yes.
For hooking us up with that. Cheers, mate. Hope it's going all right.
Right. So we're doing listener top 5s tonight. I know previously when we done it with Pip and when me and you done one several weeks back, we just rattled through loads, didn't we? And I think tonight we're going to try and be a bit more lean and drill down into a couple each.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, what's your first 5 going to be?
Top 5 twins.
Fucking rubbish.
Top 5 twins.
Well, I don't even know I'm acting surprised because you text me this earlier. I'm doing top 5 twins, and I was like, "That's shit."
You were fucking rude. Let me just. See
no,
what your
because
reply
you're going
was.
to give. All right, yeah, go on then. It was really annoying.
Twins is shit. How many twins are there that people know? And that film is shit.
I think I then said, "And I know what's best for you."
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you've been telling me.
I'm starting a new. I'm going to become Chrissy's life coach. I've decided.
You're biting off too much there, mate.
I didn't say brief, and I just thought I'm going to start thinking I know best, and I think I know what's best for you. Mm-hmm. So
and you felt not twins.
No,
and I figured that we.
Well, I'll tell you what. Blow me away with twins.
Oh. First and foremost, I didn't think there's many interesting real life twins, to be honest with you.
Oh, fucking hell. This better not involve Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that.
No, there's not many. There's not many Dungeons and Dragons. So I went for movie twins, mostly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To jazz it up a little bit.
All right.
But when I was doing a little bit of homework,
Right.
I did have a look at, famous people who are twins.
Yep.
Or who have twins. Do you know any celebrities who have twins?
There's them Olsen twins, isn't there?
Yes, but yeah, that's an obvious one.
All right. Sorry.
0 points.
Off the top of my head, no.
Brilliant. Alanis Morissette.
She's a twin?
Yep.
Or she has twin kids?
No, she's a twin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you're now... Oh, look at
Well,
you
no,
getting all
because
excited.
that's not interesting, is it?
Oh, you're excited, I can tell.
I want you to tell me something really fun about some twins that I know both of, and I want to know both of them.
Ollie Murs.
Oh, yeah, but he's fallen out of his, isn't he?
I mean, how the fuck do you know that? That's crazy. What are you reading? Heat magazine?
I wonder if Ollie Mersey's brother, I like to think his name's something like Wally Mers, like...
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't it be great if he was an Ollie Mers tribute act? Because he'd be fucking great, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I'd go and watch that.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I would. I'd support him more.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Ollie Murs. Don't know the motherfucker.
Right.
Ashton Kutcher.
His ass. Right.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yep.
Kiefer Sutherland. Got a twin sister.
Oh, really? You just made that up?
No,
right.
I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up. Just
Right.
and then Scarlett Johansson.
Right, okay. Well, she's lovely.
Yeah. But it's a twin brother, unfortunately.
Ah, right.
So you can't date him to get to her, unfortunately. You could.
Yeah.
You could try.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll give it a whirl. So that's it. So I went on to my other top 5. So top 5 twins.
All right.
Luke and Leia from Star Wars.
That's a great shout. That's a really fucking good shout.
Exactly. Didn't see it coming, did you? I threw a curveball at you.
No, I didn't.
And it's spooky, isn't it? Because how that all comes out in Star Wars is like, in Empire Strikes Back, she gives him a little kiss.
Yeah.
She gives him a little kissy.
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
Bit, yeah. Weird.
Goes incest, doesn't it?
She's bloody lovely, though, wasn't she?
Oh, she's smoking hot. I mean, if she was your sister,
What?
there's got to be a point at which everyone goes, oh, come on.
I always thought the brother in The Cause.
What, you'd kiss the brother in the cause?
I just thought he was bloody lovely. No, I just thought, like, backstage, it's frantic, costume change, like...
Are you suggesting?
No, but I'm
He's
just
suggesting
thinking...
he was trying to cop a look at his own sisters. Do you reckon he started the band because he wanted to see a bit of muff?
I'm just thinking, do you think he was just like, oh, Andrea's come loose? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. She was...
I would run away. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
nice one. I didn't think of those guys, in fairness, because they are all sort of like, some of them are twins, are they, or not?
I think they're just siblings.
Oh, okay. All right, fuck it. All right. So, Luke and Leia.
Yeah.
The next one, this just gave me nightmares for fucking ever. was the Grady twins in The Shining. Yeah. Because I saw that when I was about 9. And it was on old school VHS. I was around a mate's house, one of my karate buddies.
Sorry, you mean VHS, not old school VHS?
VHS.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was with one of my karate pals, and...
every fucking podcast.
What?
Every podcast. What belt was you, Chris?
Oh. Rhymes with Jack.
You're such a wanker.
You just mime to the camera.
You was actually... You tried to impress Gal Porter with telling her you was a black belt. You fucking
just looked
dickhead.
at me. Gal was digging me out a lot. I liked it. I liked it,
Yeah.
Because some people, when you first meet them, sometimes you're not comfortable. You don't... I'm not someone who generally want to take the piss out of people when I first meet them.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do feel comfortable with that, don't you?
You bring that out in other people. I've seen people instantly just feel comfortable.
Digging me out.
I do.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. Oh, there goes your phone. Yet again.
Who is it?
Amazing.
Live video. Just me mum.
Brilliant.
So the Grady twins, I saw that on VHS, and just that we pressed play on this video, didn't know what it was.
Yep.
And straight away it was like scenes with corridors with blood flowing down and just those two twins, and that haunted me for fucking years. So the fact that they didn't say anything didn't even matter.
I actually watched it with my eldest about a month ago. No, do you know, it might have been sort of Christmas time, I think.
Oh, that's a lovely Christmas family movie.
No, but she was like into it, and it's a fucking cracking film. That it's so fucking good. Do you know what? I'm actually impressed so far. You've actually done research.
We're here. I'm about to.
Right. Okay.
Now this one is twins, but it's the same person.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think? Did you just fart again? What is that clicking noise?
I don't know. Is this like going to be something like Face Off or something like that?
No, because they're not twins in that. Have you ever seen that movie?
Years ago. I don't know. It's going to be shit. Go on.
When has Van Damme ever been shit?
Oh, amazing.
Double Impact.
Brilliant.
Have you never seen Double Impact?
Of course I've never seen Double Impact.
You've never seen Double Impact?
No.
It's fucking brilliant.
Is it?
Yeah, it was one of the first ones where
Does he fight himself?
They have a bit of a tear up.
Do you know what? When
they quickly make amends.
When did you last watch it? Tuesday.
You know, I said I was working today on Redshift. I was just watching Double Impact.
Brilliant.
I watched Double Impact twice.
Yeah,
so quadruple impact.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Right.
But I have a rumble in it, and he's got two different personalities in it.
Oh.
One's French, I think, and one's like a bit more, and one's a bit more crazy and wacky.
Brilliant.
And then they get into hijinks and all that, and it has a lot of those moves in Van Damme when he'll go, yeah, and then they'll just replay it, yeah. They keep replaying the same move, and then that's it. I reckon about 30% of that movie is just the same move, just being replayed.
Why don't they in fight scenes anymore do that move, which in the 80s was just a killer strike that obviously carries no clat at all, but everyone done it. Whereas if someone is approaching you from behind, you'd elbow back, and then you go and flick the fist up.
That was
into like some sort of shit back fist.
Yeah.
Like B.A. Baracus dropped some serious fucking dudes with that strike.
No, word up. And it was in Batman as well.
Was
it?
it?
Like one of the open scenes of Batman. Batman goes like this.
Kapow.
But it's Batman, right? So he's just levelling up on it. He went like that in the balls.
Right.
And then they're looking down. Guess where he goes?
Oh, right. Back up again.
Yeah, straight back up like that.
Brilliant.
Geezer's out of it. It's not.
Right.
I think he's still not come through. He's still out cold now. So Van Damme, Double Impact. One of the first movies where from what I saw, I don't know if they've done it much before that, where they had like the person play the same.
Yeah.
And in the same scene as each other. And there's probably been loads of movies since then as well. Okay. But the original's the best. Okay, next one. Now, these are real life.
Okay.
So
Can
twins.
I guess?
Yeah, go on.
Oh no, better not in case I guess number one.
No, go on. Have a little guess.
Craze.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Now, I don't like to. They're not. I don't. I rate them, but maybe not in the way other people do. Like, I don't idolise the Craze.
Well,
I
they
don't
love
think,
their mother.
What's that, mate?
They never done.
They did love their mother. Yeah, and they sure did. You got to respect them for that. I just find them fascinating.
Yeah.
The movie Legend was pretty decent with Tom Hardy. Oh, there we go. Double impact. Then Tom Hardy played that.
Yeah.
Not as well as Van Damme. Sorry, Tom.
Obviously.
But awesome movie.
Yeah.
But I just don't like how we celebrate criminals as
The
much as we
underworld.
do when actually, I don't know the Craze, so how can I tell if they were legends or not?
Yeah.
I didn't meet them. But they are hugely fascinating people,
Yeah.
I mean...
People are always going to be...
Respecting the balls those two lads had to do what they did, is...
I don't doubt anything they've done, but obviously, over time, like anything, it all becomes embellished, doesn't it? And folklore becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's very apparent, isn't it, that as humans, we have a lot of us have a fixation with criminals and the underworld and powerful people that that operate outside of the law, and it's quite primal, isn't it, to a degree? And I think like people, you've only got to look at the amount of British gangster films that are out there that are huge, and I think like it is something that people are definitely drawn to and drawn to violence.
Yeah,
I think it's
it is all primal, and also I think there's a degree of like that, the rebellious nature of the underworld, and which I in ways agree with, because I don't see a lot of thing. I think a lot of the things that our current government does and the banking system, I think, is way worse than what gangsters do.
fucking right.
So it's not a case of it's the illegal nature. I kind of respect that they're like, okay, that's your law, but we're going to ignore it. I kind of think that's kind of all right. But then when it comes into people suffering, and I think that's what a lot of the time, I think Legend didn't do too bad a job of it, but a lot of gangster movies, they don't focus on the suffering.
Yeah.
Like the people who get hurt. If you're a criminal and you fuck another criminal over, I'm kind of in the books of, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. But I think it's the the general public. That's where I don't like it. But anyway, they're my number two because they're always fascinating. I love watching documentaries on those guys.
Who would be your ideal celebrity to be a gangster?
It sounds funny, but Tom Hardy did The Take. Did you ever see The Take?
Oh, I adore The Take.
Right, it's the shit. As far as that goes, it depends what sort of gangster you want. But how Tom portrayed the Craze was just fucking really fun to watch. So that would have been my go-to if you've asked me. Other than that, I don't know. Have you got one that's just straight there, ready to go?
Yeah, Wolf from Gladiators.
Okay.
Scary motherfucker.
Well, can you imagine?
Imagine that.
Imagine the Craze portrayed by Wolf and Shadow from Gladiators. That'd be crazy.
Would you have fucked with them?
No.
Exactly, mate.
I'd have given them my tuck money, literally immediately.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Do you reckon Wolf's in the top 10 hardest people in the UK?
But there's, still, yeah. I think we spoke about this on one of the other drop casts.
Yeah, we did. We mentioned that
he sorted out some geezer who tried nicking his Ferrari.
Brilliant.
Just fucking bent him up.
Well, I did mention, if you hadn't listened to many of our drunk casts on Pip's podcast, in Grays there was a sports shop that he owned, and I shit you not, in Grays Precinct there was Wolf Sports.
Wolf Sports, that's so cool.
Yeah, he was. I would say he's. Yeah, definitely, probably in the top 10 hardest people in the UK, if not maybe Europe.
I'm surprised Danny Dyer hasn't done a sit down with Wolf yet.
Yeah.
The average day, a day in the life of Wolf.
Yeah. Just walking into. I'm just walking into Wolf's bed sit and
Bed sit.
Yeah. There's Wolf's little cubs everywhere. My arsehole's going already. Right. Okay. So what's your number one then? Make it good.
Yeah, it's good, mate.
It's not easy. I know it's going to be, and it's fucking shit.
It's the movie
Brilliant.
Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Brilliant.
How can you not love that?
Because it's for the fucking rubbish film.
Oh, it's a fucking... Right. Number one, it's not a rubbish film.
Right.
Number two, it's actually an excellent film. This is
kind of the
sort of is. It's a feel-good movie. I love Danny DeVito. He's a fucking funny dude. Like in Taxi, I didn't watch that so much. That even now,
You can't remember Taxi.
I'd say you used to see bits of it, but even now in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it's one of the best comedy TV series on there.
I'm taking nothing away from Danny DeVito.
He's a funny motherfucker. I love
great.
him. And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's just brilliant in everything.
Is he?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a fact that he's brilliant in everything. If I was to type that in Google now, is Arnold Schwarzenegger? I'm going to do it now. You watch.
Yeah.
Google. Is Arnold Schwarzenegger? It will say brilliant in everything. Is Arnold Schwarzenegger? Have you ever been able to spell Schwarzenegger?
No, because I'm not interested in him. He don't do anything for me.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger... What was I going to say? Oh, no. It doesn't say that. It says, is Arnold Schwarzenegger? What are the top 4 results?
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger on steroids?
No.
Uh,
Dead?
yeah.
German?
Yeah.
Vegan?
Yeah.
President?
Well, he got right involved, didn't he?
What cunt thinks he's president, though? Seriously, who's putting that in there into Google? Is Arnold Schwarzenegger... What are they fucking watching? Has he ever been president in any movie? No, he hasn't. I don't think so. Stupid. Anyway, back to Twins. It's fucking funny. Great storyline. It, unifies them in the end, and they have all their differences, but in the end, they're brilliant, even though Danny DeVito is still fundamentally a bit of a shit in it.
All right.
It's fucking wicked.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple of times.
You must have seen it. I reckon you've seen it at least 5 times.
I saw
it's
it at the
on
cinema
every
because
year.
obviously I'm old, and I remember when it came out.
Who did you take there?
Well, I wouldn't have been taking a girl because I was probably about 12.
Okay. Slow starter, was you?
Oh, all right, Russell Brand. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
First movie you took a girl to see?
I don't think I ever took a girl to the cinema.
Ever?
Well, no, not like growing up. Like I was well slow, like on picking up on like girls and stuff like that. It was only kind of when I got into like DJing and stuff like that, and in the band.
I mean, it was a big deal, and they were
just
literally flocking.
And I just thought, oh, this is suddenly easier.
Yeah.
And but it's only so long before they see through the fact that you're a DJ and you're in the band, and they just kind of get to know you, and that's when they realise fundamentally you are still a prick. Like, so yeah.
Yeah. I feel your pain, mate.
I don't know. I think it would have been. I can't even remember. Like, no, I can't remember what film was ever first one took a girl to see.
Sleepless in Seattle was mine.
Oh,
had a little nap in there as well, which is ironic. Oh, it's fucking
she
boring.
Must have had a smashing time.
Boring. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she noticed that bit.
Oh right, she was paying you a lot of attention then.
Well, she's watching the movie, mate. You know, so I was young. I was rude. Yeah. I wasn't that rude because once it ended, I was polite and we had fun, but just couldn't stick with it. I've never been a big sort of rom-com. That's never been my sort of... I know I can do the major ones, but, you know...
I mean, that was quite a major one.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah.
But for like a...
Probably the 2 biggest.
For like an 8-year-old or something, I wasn't... No, I was about 15, I guess.
Right, there
it wasn't like I wasn't like dating before. No, I didn't get girls at all at that age, I don't think. You know, at the school discos and that.
Well, you was too busy in your dojo, weren't you?
I was very corrupt.
Perfecting your fucking spinning round asses.
It is one of those things that you have to practice celibacy to be at the top of your top of your game like, at 14.
Do you have to like have a little clear out beforehand before training?
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Because it's affectionately known in amongst me and my friends as having a Marvin, because apparently, as word would have it, when the incredible Mr. Marvin Gaye was recording What's Going On, obviously he was all about the sex, but with What's Going On was A, one of the greatest albums ever made, and B, very political. And every time he had to lay his vocals down, he was still feeling a bit sexy. That he would have to go and have a Marvin to kind of clear his mind of anything to focus on his.
No way.
On the songs were about.
It's just so damn sexy.
Yeah. You know, they'd be like, and action, let's get it. No, it's not that song. Like, and he'd just want to go, oh, I don't know.
Get back to the sexy.
But, yeah, he was Mr. Lover Lover.
Yeah. Well, no, is your answer. I never used to. Oh, okay. But then my whole, I joke about being a black belt. I mean, that was so long ago, I couldn't throw a punch now.
Yep.
So it was so long ago, I wasn't really exactly, dying to have a wank at any point, really. So, yeah, no.
Did you ever stand in front of the mirror in your gi with your black belt on and mock a fight with yourself like Double Impact?
I can neither confirm or deny that, to be honest with you. I'm pretty certain I kept that black belt on for about 3 years. Never took it off.
Night, Mum.
Still got bullied.
Oh dear.
So twins, and anyone listening who agrees with me on that being an amazing movie, amazing feel-good movie, then shout it out on Insta or Twitter, and or dig me out about it. Who gives a fuck? Honourable mentions: The Proclaimers.
Oh, great.
Twin Town, which was Rhys Ifans with his brother. Oh no.
Right, said Fred.
yeah, of course. Another one, Winky and Blinky. I had to look up their names.
Twinkie and what?
No. Winky and Blinky, these were it was a very short scene, but it never left me. It's in the Basketball Diaries with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And it's the two hot twins.
Yep.
And one of them literally hands him a bag of cocaine.
Yep.
And, my God.
Love
they're so
to watch
fit.
that film again.
Yeah. It's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
It's dope. Yeah, and those girls were like super hot.
Yeah.
So honourable mention to them. Hated twins, just two I've got here. They were called Skids and Mudflaps in Transformers 2. They were two identical twin robots that were just parodies of black culture, and it was embarrassing because they were all like, "Yeah, man," and they did nothing to it. It was embarrassing. Yeah. It was just terrible to do that. And then those two cunts. Oh, I'm Jonathan, and I'm Edward, and together we're cunts. Jedward.
Oh, right, yeah.
They've got to be I don't like them guys very much. They're young, and they're, God bless them and all that, but they grate on me.
I definitely spoke to you about
the time that
I was backstage when they snapped their leg.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. I don't know if you've told that. Go on.
Well, I was at T4 on the beach with some people that were DJing that I was looking after at the time, and it was a really weird day. Like, it was just loads of really shit bands playing, but I got to DJ at T4 on the beach to fucking hell 40,000 people.
Sweet.
Which was amazing.
What'd you play?
And indie. No, obviously this was 6 years ago, so it was like Mr. Brightside, Sex on Fire, just pure indie pop filler. But to see the reaction and to be able to...
A buzz.
It was fucking amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. And then backstage, there was a big load of kerfuffle, and then there was all these kind of like St. John's turning and running around everywhere, and there was like a big ramp from the main stage back down to like the area where this like ambulance thing had pulled up. And unbeknown to me, I've since seen it on TV, but Jed would kind of just run out and went like, "Hey, what's up?" and done this fucking crazy jump and literally snapped his leg. and fucking bless him, he tried to carry on and his leg was fucked. And then I see the wheelchair and him in it coming down this ramp with his brother with his arm around him, and I think it was Wood that broke his leg, and Jed was like going like, it'll be all right. And so I was like, whoa, and I literally could not wait to get my phone out to film it.
You evil bastard.
And to the point where the guy from St. John's was like, "Mate, will you get out of the way?" And then he sort of turned around and he was like, "Are you fucking filming?" And I was just like, "Yes." And I was, as if I'm going to miss that. Right.
That's brilliant. You could have probably sold that video to.
Oh, mate, the minute I put my phone away and looked round, there was loads of other blokes just sitting there pissing themselves, looking at their phone when they just videoed it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's twins. I'm spent. I'm done. There's others, but that'll do.
How long have we been going? Because we want to try and do 2-hour-long ones.
All right, 35 minutes.
Right. Well, I'm going to save my next one, and
we don't care about your admin.
Right, and I'll tell you what we'll do then. For 25 minutes, while we're talking, just mentioned Tifa on the beach, Gareth Roche, I hope I've pronounced Roche right, not Roche, definitely Roche, he suggested that we do festival lineups. Now, I'm going to expand on that and say any artist band, alive or dead.
All right.
And so...
can you get me a beer quickly?
Yes.
Please.
Brad, do you want a beer?
Please, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, just knock the mic there.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
so
we can have a little game of Wanker. You ever played
sorry,
Wanker?
guys, we're not going to do anything that like.
Just quickly, pop your wrist in here, Brad. I'll need you to do this. Pop your wrist in here.
Right.
Oh, you're going to be under the mic. You need to get.
Right.
Cause an accident.
Why don't you play Wanker with Brad?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Somehow it'll work.
What is Wanker? Explain what Wanker is. You're both putting your. There's
Yeah,
people
now you
listening.
pop your
Ain't got a
hand in this one.
fucking
Get your hand
clue.
over there. You got to play, or else
Fuck's
that's
sake.
by default.
Right.
Wanker.
So we've now got the plastic.
Oh, you wanker!
My sausage
Right.
fingers just broke it. Right.
What
so
we have to do, Brad, is we count to three and then we pull away.
Right, explain what you're doing because
We count to
there's
three and
people
we pull it- we
listening.
count-
They know that, you dickhead.
Right.
But what are you actually doing?
So basically, where are our hands? Our hands, mine and Brad's hands are in a 4-pack. You know the plastic thing that holds a 4-pack of beer together. We're our fists. We've got a fist each inside one of the rings of the plastic thing. And what we're gonna do is on the three, not on after three, on three, we're gonna pull away. Right. And whoever's still got the beer thing on their hand, everyone we just point at them and shout wanker. Okay. Make sense? Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Stuart, you ready for this?
Yeah.
So
3, 2, 1.
Wanker! Sorry, Brad.
Oh, Brad,
bringing you into the fold and playing wanker with you. That was fun. Sorry, mate. So
That's all right.
top 5 Fezzy experiences.
No, not
festival
experiences,
lineups.
Lineups. Right. So I'll keep it pretty brief then, because we just chat for too long. So we're going to try and keep this to 2 specific 1-hour ones. Yeah, and these are going to go up on
mate.
YouTube as well. Right. So at number 5, I haven't really got these in any order as such. Right. Number 5, I'm going to say Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Now,
Nice.
I love. Well, of course, I love Nick Cave because he's in my top 5. But live, it's one of the most incredible, sinister, sexy, weird, angular experiences you're ever going to see. It's fucking brilliant. He's like, he's just incredible, and his voice is amazing. The band are off the chain. I would suggest, if you have never seen any footage of Nick Cave live, I think it was not last Glastonbury, maybe the one before that. If you put in Nick Cave Glastonbury Stagger Lee, there's a pretty full-on performance of Stagger Lee going on there. Yeah, been a big fan from Birthday Party right the way through his career, and actually got to go to he put an album out, Nocturama, probably 2002 maybe, and I got invited to a album playback, and I used to get invited to quite a lot of them because at the time I was a DJ, and the people used to send you your promos and that. Sometimes like the record company would put a bit of money in, and you go to like a little venue or a bar, and they'd play the album over a sound system, free drinks, and then they'd kind of want to know your thoughts on it. So it was like, I said to my mate, whose name was Nick, funnily enough, I said, come Nick, we'll go up to the Nick Cave one. And we thought it was free booze, so it was like brilliant. We're just going to get pissed and have a night out.
Yeah.
And then when we walked in, there was at Bush Hall. We walked in and there was just a grand piano there, and I thought, well, that looks nice. And like, so I said, "Can we go and sit by the grand piano?" And at the time, you could smoke indoors, and there was a ashtray on top of the piano. So I was sitting next to the piano, having a glass of wine and having a fag. And then, literally, I think it was Warren Ellis, Nick Cave, and might have been Mick Cave, I'm not sure, come out. And Nick Cave literally sat where you're sitting now, away from me, and literally just went straight into, I think it was No More Shall We Part or 15 Feet of Pure White Snow, one of them.
On that piano? On
that piano. And I had a shit old style flash camera where you take a photo, wind it on, which I used to take out and about of these things just in case you ever meet someone famous and you wanted to take a photo. And I was thinking, fucking hell, like I'm 3 foot from Nick Cave, sharing an ashtray, and he had like a brown velvet tux on, and he just looked the fucking shit. And
you fancy Nick Cave a little bit, don't you?
He's a pretty fucking cool guy. But yeah, he there was like obviously invited people from the press that had these super duper cameras that didn't flash, that just kind of just done these like, you know. And I just thought, no one's going to believe me that I'm here. So I kind of got my camera out, and in this, bear in mind, everyone's sitting at tables with like candles and bottles of red wine. It's all very Nick Cave and cool. And there's these press people all laying on the floor, just trying to stay out the way and take these subtle pictures. I'm sitting literally 3 foot from him, and I've just gone and just fucking lit up the whole of Bush Hall with my fucking Kodak Instamatic shit camera.
Oh man, fun snaps.
It fucking was, and like straight away, like the fucking people from the label were like, "Give us the camera," and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "You can't be taking photos in here." I was like, "You're not having a camera," and they were like, "You can't take photos," and I was like, "I don't care." And they're like, "Give me a camera." I went, "You will have to fucking wrestle this from me." Like I said, I'm just a fan, like, and I can't believe I'm sitting this close to Nick Cave, and whilst he's playing the piano. And I argued and threatened a little bit, and they fucked off. And I've now got a big A3 photograph of Nick Cave sitting where you're sitting playing the piano, and it was fucking great.
Mate,
afterwards,
that's so
quite
cool.
an embarrassing thing happened. Literally just walked to the bar after that, and it was like, fucking hell, we can go and say hello to Nick Cave.
Took another one.
No, I didn't. I
just drinking his bit.
Definitely put the camera away then. But oh, hang on.
Oh, Nick!
I might have to change the film. Yeah, forgot about that. But I was sitting there with my friend Nick. And I went to him. I'm going to go and say hello to Nick Cave, and he went, "Yeah, go on then." So I walked over and I just said, "How you doing, Nick? Really nice to meet you. I really enjoyed that. I really like what you do." And he was like, "Thanks, mate." And I was like, "Cheers." And shook his hand and walked off back to the table, feeling really fucking pleased with myself. And my mate Nick then went, "Oh, I ain't got the balls to do it." And I went, he seemed really nice. I went, "Just go and say hello if you want to go and say hello." "Oh, no, I don't know. I'll say something stupid." I went, "All you've got to say is, 'Hello, Nick. I enjoyed that. Nice to meet you.'"
Yeah.
So he drinks his glass of wine. He's like, "Right, I'm fucking doing it." So he's got up and he's walked over now. And literally, as he's got up to Nick Cave and he's just about to say hello, someone taps on Nick Cave's shoulder and goes, "Hey, Nick." And it was Jarvis Cocker. Just as my friend has stopped in front of him and has now looked left and seen Jarvis Cocker as well and has just blown his fucking mind. And he's now standing there. They've both just kind of stopped, looked back at my mate Nick, who's now thinking, okay, my audience is Jarvis Cocker and Nick Cave. What am I going to say? He goes with, "Hello, Nick. My name's Nick." And he was like, "That's great." He was like, "I'm sorry." Just walked off. Fucking terrible.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'd go for Nick Cave, just for some sinister kind of darkness on stage. Again, this isn't in any order. I would go The Prodigy. I've seen Nick Cave and I've seen The Prodigy a few times, and I caught The Prodigy V in
97
Fat of the Land, and I just vividly remember
Chelmsford.
Yeah, and I've never seen a field move like it, and it was and I like Prodigy a lot. I think they make really good music, and yeah, it was fucking incredible, the energy, and I just remember Poison when that takes a while for that beat to come as well.
And so good though.
And when it dropped, it was fucking huge, and it was brilliant. It was just at the time that Fat of the Land had blown up as well. And it was Keith was as crazy as Keith ever was at that point, and it was just fucking awesome. And I just remember thinking, it was the first time that because I'd kind of missed rave culture growing up, because I'd kind of hit the Stone Roses and stuff like that, and so my club youth was more that. Yeah. And and so I missed a lot of kind of raving. Yeah. And acid house as such. And it just almost felt like the closest thing, that it was the fact that I didn't stop dancing for the whole set, and just thought, and I was just caught up in it.
Where was you in the crowd?
Know where the sound desk was. I was about 45. Fuck knows where I was.
See, I remember
about fucking bazillion people there.
Because for me, that is like if we were to say top 5 moments in your life, or especially weekends. Yeah. V97 is in that top 5. Like, basically, on the way home on the Monday, I think, I didn't say anything, and all my mates were just like, Chris, you've not said anything, and I was like, I've got nothing to say. Like, I've had the best time of my life. Yeah. I was just, I was speechless, and that Prodigy set
sounds like you must have been a right laugh.
That blew me away. That is probably one of my most favourite moments in my life, was that fucking performance, and I was probably 10 metres central, 10 metres back from the front. Yeah. Just dripping in sweat. Yeah. And it just fucking they are just insane live. Yeah. When you think, well, Liam's the guy who produces it, Maxine was predominantly originally the guy who was on the mic, then you had Leroy and Keith, who were dancers, who were just amazing. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense from the culture that they came from and where they went. And Fat of the Land is, I don't know, as in, that was big for me. Yeah. At that age, I think I was 17.
Yeah. And again, obviously, that V97 was it's really weird, because you look at the V lineups now, and I understand that scenes change and music changes, and it's hard to, generate money at festivals and what, but it did seem like it was more alternative and exciting then.
Oh,
yeah. You weren't going to get fucking hell the Saturdays playing and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? It was it was really good, and and it was one of my favourite festivals was V97.
100%. Yeah, I completely agree. The lineup is shit hot.
Yeah, I can't
really
remember
was.
who else we saw.
I could.
But so I'd have the Prodigy just for pure big beats and just going a bit fucking crazy. I'd slow it down then, and I'd have Marvin Gaye.
Okay, nice. Yeah, lovely.
I'd like to see. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, Marvin Gaye. Because I think kind of that mid-afternoon slot, sun's shining. I want the best parts of the Motown, like the early Motown stuff, and then I want to hear the whole of what's going on. Yeah. And a few tracks like Distant Lovers and stuff like that from Let's Get It On. That would be incredible. Yeah. As much as I adore his voice, I don't necessarily think he's got the greatest voice. I think soul voices I'll lean towards Jackie Wilson or Sam Cooke. Okay. But I think he's just incredible. Absolutely incredible, Marvin Gaye. He's one of my whatever mood I'm in, go-to artists.
Colesy put it on today when I was working with him.
Yeah.
It's a small world, isn't it? He loves him.
He's fucking brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Okay, then...
It'd be a good Sunday night finisher at one of the big ones as well.
No. I've got me Sunday night finisher, and I'll move that up to the top spot, right? At number 2, it'd be the Smiths. You know,
yeah.
Was too young to see them.
Yeah.
When they were about. Seen Morrissey loads, and it's brilliant. But I'd love to have caught the Smiths live and seen Ma and Mike and Andy and just the whole thing. Just to have seen. I don't know how soon is now in its entirety.
I'm genuinely gutted for you.
Yeah, I'd love to have seen it, and I know that I'll never see it because it's not going to happen, is it? It's never going to happen. But yeah, so I've spoke about the Smiths way too much on every single. I'm like you and karate, and I think there would be quite a lot of people that would pay a lot of money. You know, the amount of hype that people got about a reformed Stone Roses. Whether it'll be the same, I'm sure, in a couple of years when Oasis do whatever they're going to do. But I think you will probably find that both of them bands would probably be the first in line to buy a ticket to see a Smiths reunion show. I wouldn't necessarily want to see a reunion now because I think it would... I'd like to... I'm talking about these bands in their prime.
Yeah.
Prodigy, I'm sure, still smash it live, but I would want to see what I saw then. I know for a fact Nick Cave still delivers, but and then at number 1 to close the evening, I would want the full Elvis Vegas.
Wow! Amazing.
I want the full fucking orchestra, Sweet Inspirations. I would want the whole fucking shebang. Jumpsuit.
Mate, I did not even think of that.
Yeah, I would just want him fucking ripping out American Trilogy and then just tearing it up with Burning Love, Suspicious Minds.
He's a fantastic performer.
Man, them some of the the 68 comeback is fucking incredible. There was not a better looking fucking man on the planet at that point than Elvis Presley. You know, even if you watch, there was a documentary I had it on video and I'm sure it's on YouTube and such. I think it's called Elvis 56 and it was just a load of photographs and some footage of him when he first toured.
Right.
Like all black and white and fuck me. I mean, that geezer was off the chain cool. Like his moves, his voice, he was just a fucking dude. And as much as I like watching the hip shaking young Elvis, the kind of 68 comeback, there's the end of that when he does If I Can Dream. Fuck me, white suit, I believe. Like, Google that now. Go on YouTube and just watch Elvis If I Can Dream. And like, oh man, he's just fucking brilliant. And it just kind of builds and builds and builds. And you can see in his movements, like at the end where he's saying, if I can stand, if I can crawl, if I can walk, whatever, he's starting to swing his arm and his hips are going a bit. And you could see he was starting as a performer to then move into the full fucking firing that arm off when he's busting out Suspicious Minds and Burning Love. And even like when he's fat and he's sitting on a piano doing covers of Bridge Over Troubled Waters and that, I just amazing sonically with the orchestras and stuff. It just sounds huge. I bought a CD about a year and a half ago. Kids got it for me, and it was Elvis with the London Philharmonic, and it had been remastered. And I think when you hear him, what's the track that is fucking insane? I think it's Burning Love, and it's like super pumped. It's like production's gone through the roof, and it's a fucking great tune. I would never have thought to put him in there, and you saying that, it makes good sense for many people to. Yeah, like I love the Beatles. Honourable mentions. Yeah, everyone wants to see the Beatles. I saw Brian Wilson a little while ago. Amazing. I would have put an honourable mention in for full orchestra again, Shirley Bassey.
It's your first non-penis related performer.
Well,
it's quite cock heavy. Your
it is
top 5. That doesn't matter. I don't think there's it's not a it's a meritocracy.
I've seen Madonna, and she was. If that would have been, if I could see Madonna, maybe Who's That Girl era. Yeah, I'd have some of that. Like that would have been pretty spectacular. I think that's it. I've seen Bob Dylan. Just bands I've seen that have blown me away, like that I'd want to see again. A Nick Cave and a Prodigy. I've seen. Yeah, honourable mention of Depeche Mode. Do you know what? Didn't even think of Joy Division. No, I'm sticking with my 5. I'm sticking with my 5. And Vegas, Elvis, I think. Like,
no, it's a fucking great shout, mate.
Seen the King.
When you were talking about orchestras, that made me think. One song I'd love to hear is it was Ella Fitzgerald did "Sunshine of Your Love." Yeah. That song for me blows me away. I'd kill to see that live. That'd be fucking dope. But yeah, that's a good 5. You threw me with the Elvis. Didn't see it coming, but it's such an obvious one.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, how are we doing for time?
We are. We've got. If you want to pad this bitch out for an hour, we've got 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Right. Okay. Should we just rattle off a quick stupid one?
Go on then. Go on then.
We've got one here. Oh dear. We've done people we want to punch in the face, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's just rattle that one off. Top 5 British TV comedy shows.
Well, you want to rattle that off?
Yeah,
I can't just fucking do it.
Names.
Well, it'd be The
I'll
Office.
throw names. You tell me if they're in your top 5.
All right.
The Office.
Yeah.
Peep Show.
Yeah. It could well be.
When I was thinking about it today, I'm thinking about growing up as well, and the young ones.
Shit up.
Blew my mind.
For me, it would be Bottom.
Yeah.
For me, actually, Bottom and Red Wolf would have to go in there because at the time, that's when I discovered my sense of humour. Was Bottom and Red Wolf was coming on, and I'd be upstairs in my room furiously masturbate. No, I was about 14, and Bottom, I'd be crying with tears, and I didn't understand. I didn't know you could laugh like that. When you're a kid, you're sort of like silly things. Oh, you whatever.
Yeah.
And then I started watching things like Bottom, Red the Wolf, Vic and Bob, Smell of Reason, Mortimer. Oh. Fucking absolutely! Just that is when I started thinking, oh my god, comedy's the one. Yeah. Who else? Partridge, obviously.
Yeah. In-Betweeners.
No, it's very good. I don't know if it would make my top 5. It'd be my top 10. Yeah.
Royal Family.
No, not seen it all.
Would definitely be in mine. Fools and Horses.
It could well do, actually. Yeah, that could slip in there. It is a nation favourite, but even so, it's a nation favourite for a fucking good reason, right?
I like The Trip. I think The Trip.
No, I haven't really got into that yet. So I'm looking
forward to it. I know I'll be in my top 5. Nighty Night.
Nighty Night, yeah, that is quite good actually.
Adore Nighty Night. Anything Julia Davis does, he's fucking brilliant. Yeah. All right, well, we've rattled that off. Shall we? Let's just keep it under the hour. That way, we're not going to fill up these lovely people's phones with us talking shite. We've been concise tonight.
Well done.
Yeah, we've not drunk that much. What are you drinking?
Well, I'm driving, mate.
No, I know.
I'm drinking. I'm drinking. Can we advertise this beer on?
You're drinking a cold can of refreshing Carlin Original Lager.
Oh, god damn, it's good.
Oh dear.
I'm not a big fan of Carlin, actually, to be quite honest with you.
Okay, but, they're never going to be advertising in the podcast, are they? Right. Who do I look at if I want to look at the camera? Right. Underneath this, there's a little thing which you say subscribe. And all you audio guys, again, when you download it, go on iTunes and subscribe. But if you're watching it, go on that little thing down there that says subscribe. Also, leave some comments. Give us 5 stars, but just say really fucking stupid shit about us.
About Stu.
All right, yeah. Or Chris.
Exclusively about Stuart.
Brilliant. Yeah. So just do that and share this to your friends and cheers for watching.
We've got
We haven't got to take it to exactly the hour because we're going to do the intro.
20 seconds. We can
later.
end 10 seconds earlier than an hour if we go now. Ready?
No, don't say that because you're going to try and get the last word in. Brick.
Gremlins.